Sharp Game here, coming at you with another episode from ChooseYourRelationships.com off of Love Can't Wait, which can be found on Amazon.com. Yeah, I got a question from a long-time subscriber, and he's talking to this Christian girl for about 3 months now, and he says she has a lot of demands and a lot of rules, and said he wants to he's thinking about seriously having a relationship with her, but sometimes the demands can be a little overwhelming. What should I do? And here's the deal. When it comes to a lot of these religious women, especially Christian girls, really any religion, a lot of these religious girls, I've never really gotten to them. I never really wanted to. I've gotten turned off by a lot of religious women that I met in the past. I just never. I can think of almost 99% of religious women I've met. I've been just turned off. I can only remember one woman that's religious that I've hit it off with, and everything was just cool. You know, it wasn't no pressure, wasn't no demands, wasn't no time sticker on how things are supposed to be and when it's supposed to be and when we're supposed to be in a relationship and when we're supposed to have sex, and wasn't none of that. And see, that's the thing about a lot of religious women. Too many damn rules and list of demands they have. So, you have a lot of these Christian women. It's like really, I said 2 to 3 types of women, types of religious women you're going to run into. You're going to run into the hypocrites. Ones that say one thing but do another. And then you're going to run into the ones that with the list of demands, And then the third one you might run into is the ones that they're just going through something. They just, they're going through something. You just don't know what it is, and you might not even want to be involved, but they're just going through something. Seem like every time they praying all the time, they quoting scripture on Facebook, on Instagram. You see them, they'll be like, "Oh, have a blessed day." These types, you're gonna meet them. These are, on average, these are the types that I've met, and they got too many there's too many problems and too many lists of demands, and a lot of them act like they on some spookism type of stuff. They not very practical thinking women, because of religion. Being religious, it really suppresses a lot of women, and a lot of these women don't even like to have sex. It's really a hit or miss when it comes to the sex with a lot of religious women. Either they like doing it a lot, or they don't like doing it very much. So it's really a hit or miss. It's not in between. Most of the women I met, either they're wide open with the sex, or they hardly do it, if at all. So it's that it's just too much you have to think about being with a lot of these women. So I just never wanted to get involved with a lot of them. I just got turned off, because I look at it like this. When it comes to relationships, you can't really put a time sticker on anything. You can't manage the relationship and say, "Hey, we're supposed to have sex when we get married. And we're supposed to have sex when we're, living together," or whatever they come up with. It could be anything. But getting married or planning to get married and before you're having sex, that's usually one of the main one they come up with. because they'll start quoting scriptures. Say, hey, sex before marriage that's that's a sin. And it's like there's all these rules that they pull from the Bible. And I think one of the main reasons why I was so biased when it comes to a lot of religious women is because once I found out about my family history, I kind of wanted to get away from the religious aspect of everything, every religion. I just wanted to stay away from it as far as possible, because it's just, if you know the history of religion and how it came about, you probably understand where I'm coming from. But I'm not going to get into that in this video because that's going to take too long. But, once I found out the history and learn how religion came about and how it affected my family history, it kind of left a bad taste in my mouth. And, and when I met other women, just other people in general, and asked them how religion came about, they could never really tell me. It was always one of those deals where they are in the church or they're in religion because their family was in religion. And plus, a lot of these women, I look at it like they're better off being with somebody else that's religious, that's a Christian. Because I've never been a Christian. So at the time I told one woman, you're better off being with a guy that's religious, that's a Christian. That way y'all can go off and be with each other and y'all have more in common. Because I'm not going to church every Sunday. I told her that. And she wanted me to go to church her every Sunday. She wanted to try to convert me into being a Christian and everything. And I told her, hey, that's not happening. So everything is like kind of force fed. She was the type that, she always had an agenda. It was always something that she wanted me to do because she was doing it, or because her parents did it, or because her sisters did it, or because her grandmother did it, her grandfather did it. So this is the type of stuff that, on average, you will have to think about before you get with a girl that's religious. Now, if you're religious, if you're a Christian, Muslim, Jew, whatever, cool. Y'all have something in common. If you're a Christian, she's a Christian, hey, y'all have something in common. Y'all can live happily ever after and have a blast. If she's a Muslim, you're a Muslim, y'all have something in common. Y'all can get together and have a blast, etc., etc. So, but I'm not religious, nothing against religion, but just not my thing. And that's why I kind of stayed away from religious women. Yeah, I know it's a lot of hypocrites out here. I know that much. Some guys will say, hey, just hit it and move on. But yeah, I could have done that. But I just choose not to waste people's time. But hey, that's just my 2 cents. Some stuff you gotta worry about, think about. So if you like what you heard, check out my blog, chooseyourrelationships.com. Subscribe to my channel. Or buy my books. Love Can't Wait. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.